Hidden beneath the surface of our world,
What the is that?
strange structures and unexplained phenomena wait to be discovered.
Oh, hell no.
From ominous craters to blazing hell itself,
Put it back, dude. That's literally the entrance to hell.
these places beg the question, what's really concealed?
What the is that, a volcano or something?
Stick around to find out.
Put it back. Put it back, dude. That's literally the entrance to hell.
Somewhere in a secret spot, a guy and his buddy stumbled across something that totally freaked them out. As they pulled an old brick out of the ground, what they found underneath was beyond terrifying. A deep, glowing pit, like a gateway to hell itself. Panic kicked in and the guy watching yelled to put the brick back, slamming it down like he was trying to trap something nobody was meant to see. Once the video made its way online, theories went wild. Some said it was a hidden volcanic vent, others thought it might be a man-made structure, while a few even claimed it was a portal to something we shouldn't mess with. Whatever it was, one thing's for sure, it definitely wasn't meant to be found.
What the is that, a volcano or something?
Cave of Skulls.
And this is Skull Cave.
Hidden deep in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, a cave whispers forgotten horrors. An explorer stumbled upon a chilling sight. Piles of human skulls, some stacked, others scattered like forgotten relics of a long-lost ritual. No one knows who they belong to or how they ended up there. Some locals believe the cave was once used for sacrifices, offerings to gods long abandoned. Others claim it was a secret burial ground for an unknown tribe. In the Philippines, another cave held similar remains. This cave is said to have about 500 to 1,000 years old human bones. Although their source has remained unknown, it's scary to think that all these people went through something horrible to have their remains in a pile like this.
Wow. What are they, little kids?
Deep descent.
We're back here at this 220-foot pit in the ground.
Not everyone would dare step into a 220-foot pit, but these explorers did. What started as an innocent discovery turned into a descent into the unknown. As they climbed down, the walls glistened with flowstone, and strange creatures, massive salamanders, watched from the shadows. Then the space grew tighter, darker. The deeper they went, the more their doubts crept in. Despite setbacks and doubts, they kept going. Finally, they reached the end of their journey. When they finally reached the bottom, they found nothing but silence. No ancient ruins, no lost city, just the realization that some places are better left unexplored.
I widened it out a little more.
Bones beneath.
Oh, hell no. That's crazy.
Beneath the charming streets of Paris is a whole other world that feels like it's stuck in time, a maze of tunnels stacked with human remains. These used to be limestone quarries, but in the 18th century, they turned into the city's mass grave when cemeteries got too crowded. Nowadays, the catacombs attract all kinds of curious folks, but not everyone who goes in finds their way back out. Beyond the usual tourist spots, these tunnels stretch on for miles, filled with darkness and whispers from the past. Some explorers just disappear, their footsteps lost to the silence. So if you ever wander those corridors, keep in mind, some doors really shouldn't be open. Shoe Cave.
Air one. I think these are old shoes. I'm not gonna touch them.
Caves usually hide artifacts, ancient tools, or fossils, but shoe, that's a whole new level of strange. Not one, not two, but a bunch of shoes scattered all over the place. Enough to make you wonder if someone was running an undercover shoe factory down there. But it gets weirder. As the explorer moved deeper, he found bones scattered across the other side. So what's the deal here? Some said it was a crazy shoe-obsessed person living in the cave, maybe hunting animals and collecting shoes as trophies. Or could there be some darker story lurking in those shadows, like rituals tied to the bones and shoes? The truth, however, is probably as bizarre as it sounds. What do you think happened in that eerie cave?
See the bones?
Terrible screams. The miners were just doing their job when the ground started to shake. Then came the sounds, screams, almost like voices echoing from deep inside. Fear spread like wildfire, and within seconds, they abandoned their tools and ran. The video surfaced online, sparking a storm of theories. Some believed it was an ancient underground civilization, angered by the intrusion. Others dismissed it as staged. But if it were just that, then why did the site get shut down so suddenly? And why did those who worked there refuse to return? Maybe they heard something the rest of us weren't meant to. Hell on Earth? Going on a hiking trip and stumbling upon a patch of burning ground is definitely not something you'd want to see, but that's exactly what happened to this guy. There was a tiny space under the rocks that seemed to be on fire with no clear reason why. He was totally baffled about how the flames were even burning there. And get this, there's another clip that blew up online because people said they found hell on Earth. But weirdly enough, underground fires like this aren't new at all. Just look at the Centralia mine fire in Pennsylvania. It's been burning since the 60s and shows no signs of stopping. So don't worry, hell hasn't been unleashed on us just yet. Cave of Horrors. Caves have always carried an eerie presence, but what if one held something far more sinister? An explorer stumbled upon an abandoned house in the wilderness, but his curiosity led him to something far worse, a hidden cave filled with unsettling relics. The vast shadowy space was littered with odd objects, but the most disturbing sight was two humanoid figures hanging upside down. One even had an arrow piercing through its torso. Was this the site of an ancient ritual? A scene of unspeakable violence? Or something darker lurking just beyond the reach of light? Whatever the truth, it remains buried in secrecy, leaving behind more questions than answers. Skull of Belize.
Found the crystal skull. There it is.
A group of explorers stumbled upon something out of this world in the black hole of Belize, a crystal skull. This thing was in perfect condition and was found hidden under layers of glittering crystals. It's thought to be around 1,000 years old and tied to ancient Mayan sacrifice rituals. What's wild is that the skull was completely encased in crystal, like it was meant to be protected from time. Some people think the special atmosphere inside the cave is what kept it so well preserved. But as you check out the remains and think about the life that used to be here, you can't help but wonder, was life back then really as amazing as we imagine, or was it more about dark rituals like this?
Tucked away, right back there, between the crystals.
Hidden secrets.
It's behind this door. Oh my god.
While flipping through old family photos of his 500-year-old home, a man spotted something odd, a secret doorway in the library. Intrigued, he decided to push aside the bookcase and, to his astonishment, uncovered a dozen underground tunnels and hidden rooms below the house. As he ventured deeper, he climbed a ladder to find a large room housing a wasp nest. It seemed like a forgotten part of the house, possibly once used as living quarters for servants or storage. The tunnels were likely designed for them to move about unseen, but his journey came to a halt at a blocked staircase. What other mysteries lay hidden beyond it? Ignited rock. A man on an exploration expedition stumbled upon a peculiar mound of stones. He oddly discovered that these stones could burn without producing smoke or flames. Striking the rock several times with his metal tool, the interior of the stone appeared to glow bright orange as if it was igniting from within. Unsure of what these stones were, he shared the video online, allowing the internet community to weigh in. Some believed the video was a trick, while others speculated that these might be a unique type of stone with this burning capability, but for now, they remain an enigma. Buried descent. Near the legendary pyramids of Giza, an unsettling discovery emerged from the desert sands, an ancient staircase carved deep into the bedrock. This hidden staircase descended about 30 meters, but the surrounding area was cluttered with debris and water, making it hard to see just how deep it truly goes. But what makes this discovery even more baffling is the perfectly uniform markings on the walls, so precise that some believe they hint at an otherworldly hand in its creation. Nearby, a hidden cave was also found, leading to theories that the two structures might be connected. Speculations range from lost civilizations to extraterrestrial involvement, yet no definitive answers exist. Hidden passage. Not all doors are meant to be opened. Some secrets lie buried for a reason. Deep in a remote wilderness, a group of hunters stumbled upon something that defied explanation. Massive stone doors seamlessly blended into the rocky terrain. The entrance, almost invisible at first glance, led to an underground chamber. Air vents suggested the space was meant to sustain life, but no records existed of its construction. It could be an abandoned military bunker, a survivalist's hidden refuge, or something even more secretive. The sheer craftsmanship suggested an intelligence beyond simple shelter. With no clear answers and no signs of recent activity, the cave remains one of the most perplexing discoveries. Cave of Mummies. In the early 1900s, deep in the mountains of Benguet in the northern Philippines, a chilling discovery was made, an ancient cave filled with mummies. These mummies, curled in fetal positions and nestled in pinewood coffins, were relics from a time long past. The tombs were traced back to the Ibaloi people around 2000 BC, revealing a macabre mummification process that still sends shivers down the spine. The Ibaloi began preparing the bodies long before death, dehydrating them and giving them a salty concoction to drink. After passing, the bodies were smoked with tobacco, preserving them for eternity. The cave remains an eerie testament to a culture that viewed death not with fear, but as part of the natural cycle. The hidden structure. A wildlife enthusiast exploring the remote mountains of China with his drone stumbled upon something unexpected. A massive 5-story concrete building, perfectly constructed yet completely hidden from sight. Who built it? And more importantly, why? Curiosity led to deeper digging, and the truth finally surfaced. The building wasn't some secret facility or an abandoned relic. It was actually a salamander breeding farm, built in 2012 and operational by 2013. It once housed countless giant salamanders before the entire operation was relocated. Still, the eerie sight of such a large hidden structure raises questions. What else could be out there, concealed within the wilderness, waiting to be found? The Cave Giants. Imagine stumbling upon something so bizarre you can't help but second guess what you're seeing. That's exactly what happened to a guy exploring the caves of Greece. On top of a stone, he found the skeletal remains of a creature. Long neck, tiny skull, and a massive tail. It looked like something out of a fantasy story, maybe even a giant. No one really knows who or what these remains belong to, so they turn to the internet for answers. Some believe it's the fossil of a dragon, while others think it's a carved statue. Yet the mystery remains unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. Could these bones be the proof of ancient giants? Anywhere door. Ever come across something so random it makes you question reality? Well, there's this door right in the middle of nowhere. No building, no house. Just a lonely door with a muddy stairway leading up to it. It's become the ultimate mystery, sparking theories all over the internet. Some folks joke that it's an anywhere door, giving you a portal to anywhere you want. Others think it could be the last remnant of a house that was torn down ages ago. But honestly, no one really knows. All we're left with is a door in the middle of nowhere. What's your theory? Tennessee Crater.
Massive flowstone right there. Absolutely massive.
All forests have their mysteries, but the one in Tennessee is something else entirely. Hidden in the woods is a huge sinkhole that could really catch you off guard if you're not careful. A group of friends decided to check it out and went 200 feet down into the earth. What they discovered was a crazy maze of tunnels that opened up when the ground finally gave way. This massive hole felt like a gateway to a secret cave system. As exciting as that adventure sounds, I think I'll stick to the surface and skip that pit.
Oh man, nice and muddy down here.
Petrified Skull. Deep in the caves of Tintern Abbey, Wales, a group of explorers found something eerie, human-like skulls embedded in the rock itself, but these weren't ordinary bones. They looked like they had become part of the stone, fused into the cave walls. Alongside them were strange faces, some resembling giants, others something else. Some believed they were just carvings, but others whispered a wilder theory, that these were petrified remains of ancient beings. Cyclops faces, elongated skulls, bizarre expressions frozen in time. Were these ancient statues, or proof that something once roamed these lands before turning to stone forever?
Oh shit, that is creepy weird.
Oh.
Cursed crags.
The purpose of the marks was to trap them, preventing them from escaping.
For thousands of years, people have left their mark on Creswell crags. Deep inside these caves, Ice Age art tells one story, but just a few centuries ago, fear carved another. Hidden in the shadows is the largest collection of medieval witch marks ever found. Etched symbols meant to trap evil spirits, demons, and whatever else lurked in the dark. Locals once believed that in times of plague or famine, something sinister would rise from the depth, and these marks were their last line of defense. For years, they were dismissed as meaningless graffiti until a pair of cavers realized the truth. Now, historians are piecing together the fears of the past, an ancient battle against the unseen. But the real question is, did it work?
Into this world that's only a few hundred years ago, but it's as remote in some ways as the Ice Age.
Sky burials.
Hanging coffins is a traditional way here in Sagada.
High in the misty mountains of Sagada, the Gonds do not rest beneath the earth. They hang above it. For over 400 years, the Igorot people have placed their departed in wooden coffins, suspending them from limestone cliffs. It's more than just tradition, it's a way to keep the spirits close, watching over the living. Some believe the higher the coffin, the closer the soul is to the heavens. Others say the act protects the village from restless spirits. Today, visitors travel miles of winding roads just to witness this eerie sight, a final resting place unlike any other. But as modern ways take over, how long before this ancient practice fades into legend? Sleeping giant.
Unconfirmed reports that the giant Finn McCool has gone into winter hibernation now.
On the wild coast of Northern Ireland, something weird went down. Tourists and National Trust rangers spotted a huge figure. Finn McCool, the legendary giant. There was a buzz in the air as everyone whipped out their cameras, but before they knew it, he was gone. A strange noise echoed through the cliffs, leading them to a rock face where Finn seemed to disappear into thin air. Experts rushed in to check it out, but there was no doorway, no footprints, nothing. Yet, they could hear faint snoring coming from the stone. Had they really caught a glimpse of the sleeping giant from folklore? Or was something even older and more powerful stirring beneath the earth? Share your thoughts down below.
Look, look.
Pyramid secrets.
Wow.
The Great Pyramid of Giza. Believed to be the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu, this colossal structure was constructed over 4,500 years ago, an achievement so advanced that even modern engineers marvel at its precision. Some argue that human ingenuity alone wasn't enough, that perhaps something else played a role. Within the depths of Egypt, another mystery unfolds, a 2,000-year-old spiral staircase inside the Dendera temple. Its walls depict priests making offerings to the gods, with intricate carvings hinting at rituals long forgotten. As new discoveries emerge, the question lingers. Was ancient Egypt more advanced than we ever imagined, or are there forces at play that history has yet to reveal? Car Cave.
And the water.
The old Gayworn slate mine in North Wales turned into a dumping spot for junk like cars, TVs, and microwaves after it closed in the 1970s. But then explorers rediscovered it, and photos of its spooky charm caught a lot of attention. This sparked the interest of some adventurous folks who took on a tricky 20-meter drop and used inflatable boats to make it across the flooded area to check it out. However, as more people showed up, concerns grew about all the trash and graffiti ruining the place. Thankfully, some volunteers teamed up to help save the mine from being completely destroyed.
Right, okay. Right, I haven't got it. I haven't got it.
Submerged ruins. As water levels continue to recede across ancient riverbeds, long-lost structures are emerging from their hidden depths. In Syria, a discovery unlike any other surfaced, a submerged cave, its entrance marked by a stone staircase leading into the unknown. The cave, believed to be hundreds of years old, was once completely submerged, buried beneath the river's flow. But as the water retreated, the passage was revealed, hinting at a lost world hidden beneath the surface. Some claim it is part of an ancient city, swallowed by time and nature, while others suspect it might be linked to secret underground dwellings. The cave remains partially flooded, making exploration difficult, but one thing is certain, whatever lies beyond its darkened entrance has remained unseen for centuries. Well of Hell. Deep in the heart of the Al Mara Desert in Yemen lies an ancient and mysterious natural wonder, the Well of Hell. Known for its chilling folklore, locals believe it was once a prison for demons. The well, about 30 meters wide and nearly half the height of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, was first explored in 2021, revealing some astonishing discoveries. Geological studies suggest the well is millions of years old, but what truly gives it an unsettling presence is the foul stench that rises from its depths. Adding to the mystery, locals claim it has the power to suck in nearby objects. Fearing bad luck, they avoid it, leaving its true nature a chilling enigma. Tunnel Anomaly. In the heart of the wilderness, an exploration took an unexpected turn when a group of adventurers stumbled upon a peculiar discovery. Hidden behind a loosely hanging patch of grass, they found an opening, an eerily human-sized tunnel burrowing into the earth. As they ventured inside, the passage twisted and turned, stretching far beyond what they had anticipated. The deeper they went, the more unsettling the experience became. Some believe this tunnel could be an ancient escape route, while others propose a theory straight out of science fiction. Was this a portal used by time travelers? While the idea seems far-fetched, the sheer mystery of its existence leaves room for endless speculation. The Hastek Castle. A few years ago, a severe drought in Turkey revealed a hidden gem from the past, the Hastek Castle. As water levels plummeted, this ancient structure, carved into a massive stone, emerged from the depths. With its dozens of rooms connected by narrow balconies, it gave historians and tourists alike a rare glimpse into the Urartian period. But the castle wasn't just a beautiful relic, it had strategic significance. The carefully designed holes in its walls weren't just for ventilation, they were used to keep watch for potential threats and to facilitate trade with the outside world. The drought may have caused hardship, but it uncovered a fascinating piece of history. Floating Gateway. In the depths of Heijin City lies one of the most perplexing structures ever discovered, the Longmen Fortress, an ancient doorway seemingly suspended in mid-air. Carved directly into the face of a cliff, the entrance appears unreachable, blending seamlessly into the rugged landscape. Hidden within deep gorges, the fortress was almost invisible to those unaware of its presence, adding to its mystique. Even local residents had little knowledge of its origins. Some believe it was a stronghold for ancient armies seeking refuge from their enemies, while others speculate it could be linked to a lost civilization of giants. The precision of its construction defies explanation, raising the question, was this the work of advanced engineers or something beyond human capability? Art of Magura Cave. Inside Bulgaria's Magura Cave, archaeologists found something that really gave them the chills. They came across rock paintings showing hunters, galloping horses, and some pretty strange symbolic figures. But what caught their attention the most were eerie carvings that looked nothing like anything seen before. There were twisted shapes, creepy silhouettes, and cryptic symbols that seemed to point to something beyond what we can understand. Some researchers couldn't shake off the feeling that these ancient artists might have captured something out of this world. Did they see beings from another realm, or were these just wild products of their imagination? This discovery has left experts scratching their heads, making Magura Cave one of the most mysterious places for ancient art in history. Stairs to nowhere. Have you ever seen something that just shouldn't be there? A guy in a small town stumbled upon a staircase, just standing there, leading to nothing. No building, no ruins, just steps rising into empty air. It looked too intact to be random rubble, yet too out of place to belong. Naturally, theories started flying. Some say it was once part of an old structure, long gone, leaving behind only this eerie remnant. Others, they whisper about stranger things, portals, abandoned experiments, maybe even something supernatural. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure, those stairs aren't taking anyone anywhere ordinary. Stone Secret. A colossal egg-shaped rock stood undisturbed for centuries until an earthquake cracked open its hidden secret. What appeared to be just another natural formation was, in reality, something far more mysterious. A stone door, expertly crafted to blend seamlessly into the rock, led to a hollow chamber inside. With no markings, no artifacts, and no historical records, its origins baffled experts. The level of precision seemed impossible for ancient humans, sparking wild theories of extraterrestrial influence. Was this a shelter, a tomb, or something beyond human comprehension? Whatever the truth, it had been concealed for ages, until nature decided to reveal it. Euphrates whispers. The slow, inevitable drying of the Euphrates River has revealed more than just barren landscapes. It has unearthed something far more chilling. As excavation teams dug deeper, workers reported hearing strange guttural sounds echoing from beneath the ground. The noises, described as deep and tormented wails, sent shivers down the spines of those who heard them. Some believe these eerie sounds are linked to biblical prophecies. Others theorize that something monstrous, something ancient, has been sealed away for centuries, its time of awakening drawing near. Strangely, despite multiple reports, the news barely made headlines, fueling even more speculation. Blue Abyss. Down in the old abandoned mines, a group of explorers came across a flooded stairway. The water sparkled in this weird blue color, so clear and untouched it felt almost like something out of a sci-fi movie. Some folks said these underground pools were what was left of Atlantis, that legendary city swallowed by the ocean. Others thought the mines were hiding secret tunnels that led to some lost civilization. Those brave enough to take a dip found entire lakes of that same eerie, crystal clear water. Was this a hidden entrance to something beyond what we know, or just another illusion created by time and shadows? Nobody really knows for sure, but something about it felt off. Cursed Passage. Off the coast of Atlantis, buried beneath layers of history, lies a cave so eerie that National Geographic straight up called it the Sistine Chapel of prehistory. Sounds grand, but here's where it gets weird. Discovered in 1970 near Port Obelisco, this place is packed with thousands of ancient paintings, circles, hunters, and figures that look like they're locked in some kind of sacred dance. Some say it's a portal, a place where people once reached out to something beyond. And the strangest part, no visitors are allowed here. The cave remains sealed off, untouched, as if even modern science knows there are some doors better left closed. Egyptian tomb. The mysterious tombs of Egypt just got a lot weirder. While exploring inside one of them, some guys stumbled upon something really bizarre. They used a flashlight and noticed that the same wall glowed differently on each side. On one side, covered in inscriptions, the light gave off an orange glow, but on the other side, with hieroglyphics, it lit up with a bright white glow from within. Since Egyptian hieroglyphics are known for being linked to communication with extraterrestrials, some people started thinking this could be proof that these symbols are more than just that. Edge of the world. Ever thought about what the end of the world could look like? Well, one hiker might have found it. While trekking through a secluded forest, he stumbled upon a huge, mysterious wall that was tucked away among the trees. At first, it was nearly invisible. He almost missed it. But when he tilted his camera up, there it was, like a huge barrier splitting the forest right down the middle. Some people online called it the edge of the world. Others thought it looked like a glitch in the Matrix, and a few speculated it might be hiding a top secret base. No matter what it was, one thing's for sure, someone's keeping something under wraps. Hidden forest tunnels. Wandering through the woods, you expect to find towering trees, maybe an old abandoned cabin, but not this. Somewhere deep in an English forest, a guy stumbled upon something bizarre, a tunnel completely covered by a wooden shed. It wasn't just a collapsed structure or random debris. This thing looked intentional, like someone built it for a reason. The problem? No one knows who or what made it. Some say it was just an old shelter, while others insisted it was something far darker, a secret hideout, a ritual site, or even the work of something not quite human. Whatever it is, one thing's for sure, that tunnel wasn't meant to be found. Stone sanctuaries. In the heart of Cappadocia, there's a hidden world carved right into the rock. The Gorham Open Air Museum is home to some of the oldest Christian sanctuaries, tucked away in soft volcanic stone. These ancient churches, which go back to the 4th century, showcase colorful frescoes, amazing pieces of Byzantine art that have stood the test of time. Inside these caves, the paintings tell stories of faith and history, but there's more to them than just their beauty. These carved out sanctuaries hold some intriguing mysteries. What secrets are written into their walls, and what echoes of the past still linger through their stone hallways? Lost City Beneath. Deep beneath an ancient temple in Mexico, archaeologists stumbled upon something beyond imagination, an entire underground city hidden for centuries. This wasn't just a network of tunnels, it was a masterpiece of engineering, complete with villas, air circulation, and intricate pathways. A lost Mesoamerican civilization built it, but the precision and sophistication have left even experts scratching their heads. Could ancient humans have done this alone? Some say no. Local legends whisper of the Anunnaki, beings from the stars who may have guided them. Looking at the complexity of these ruins, it's hard not to wonder, was this truly human ingenuity or something else at play? Hoyo Negro. Ever heard of Hoyo Negro? Well, buckle up, because this place is a trip into the unknown. Hidden near Tulum, Mexico, this black hole lake is like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. A deep, dark underwater cave where you can't even see the bottom. But wait, it gets better. This isn't just a regular cave, it's a prehistoric time capsule. Inside, you'll find the bones of creatures that roamed the earth thousands of years ago, even ancient human remains, dating all the way back 10,000 years. If you're the kind of person who craves adventure, Hoyo Negro's depths will take you to another world. Literally, dive in and you might just uncover a piece of history you never thought possible. Open discussion. In the scorching heat of Turkmenistan's desert, there's an incredible site known as the Gateway to Hell, or the Darvaza Natural Gas Crater. Picture a giant hole in the ground that's big enough to swallow a small village and deep enough to make your head spin. It all started back in 1970 when a gas field collapsed, and ever since, this fiery pit has been burning for over 50 years. Now, after decades of flames, officials have decided to close it up. Why? To protect the environment from pollution and keep nearby residents safe. Even so, this blazing inferno still stands as one of the creepiest natural wonders out there. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.